Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Thanks for clicking here, Scorpio. I do appreciate you. If you are a new Scorpio to the Scorpio tribe here on 10 of Cups Tarot, then please let me know in the comments below. I always like to be in the comments to know who you are. And quite honestly, just exchanging information with me makes these readings a lot more detailed and abundant, and may with your contribution of your energy here, if you're giving me your energy, I can read it. If you don't give it to me, I can't read it. And that's the truth. So you can do that in a couple ways, right? You can give me a thumbs up, or you can comment and let me see your name. Let me see something about you. Even if it's an emoji, I just want to be able to, tap into your energy and know that you're there. All right. Enough chitter chatter. Let's get to it. Okay. So we start here with the card of community. Scorpio, community. I feel for some of you that you are either leaving a community or you're doing your part to transform the community. So for someone who could be heavily into volunteer work, if you're the person who is about to start a nonprofit, I think this is about you. Someone who is about to transmute the energy in the community. We've got all the butterflies there. I feel like you've gone through a lot of rainy days yourself, and that's how you've learned to lift yourself to where you are right now. Scorpio, I feel like you love to be active in a community and you love to help change a community. I feel like a community changed you. Oh, interesting. Charlie always gives it to me backwards, right? Because it's such a different perspective. So I feel like there's a community that possibly changed you. Maybe you're transformed because you now, with the information that you are now armed with, if we're talking about a spiritual community possibly, that you could be at the end of the rainbow where there's happiness and kindness and love, and maybe you have either changed the community or the community has changed you. Very interesting. We're looking at the Divine Goddess Oracle. Let's get some more energy here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in the week ahead. Scorpio, you're the silent, you're the one who, what do I want to say? Let me stop shuffling here. You're the sneak attack. That's what I want to say. If it's somebody who's doing good in the community, I feel like you're doing it on the down low. That it is something that you have been wanting to do for a long time, and that you have your most fun when you can help out and people don't know it's you. All right. Yes, because Charlie just said in my head, because that's what Gordon Ramsay would do. He knows that Gordon Ramsay is my favorite Scorpio. All right, here we go. Community. What else is going on in the community, please? You also could be transforming your own community. Yeah. Like spiritually transforming, perhaps. Because of something that you've learned. Things that you've learned here. We've got wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. Or from a wise counselor. So the community could be a spiritual community, absolutely. It's something that you've learned to do. You learned how to do this. You've got wisdom since the transformation, regardless of what the transformation is. It did include you, and you did learn something, and you've changed from it. You may have become the wise counselor. We have the recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming. Somebody is noticing what you're doing. So even if you're trying to stay on the download, that's interesting. Even if you're trying to stay on the download, somebody knows that you're doing it. Somebody is going to figure you out. Someone who is going to come forward, I feel. We have a leap of faith, taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. So this is bringing you to a place that you have never been before. A place of recognition for your transformation, for your wisdom. Someone is going to notice, maybe they've already noticed, but they just haven't said so, right? How smart you are, how much wisdom you've gained, that you've come through a hard time. Because I do believe that the community card, that all the stuff I see on there, butterflies, rainbows, we're grounded now, we're in the earth, we're earthing. I feel like it comes after a tower, it comes after a really hard time. And it's really needed. The wisdom was really needed, and so is the recognition. All right, let's take a look at the tea leaf cards. What have we got here? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. Okay, we've got one. What else we got here? Just need one more for Scorpio, please. Okay, there's a bunch that are going to fall here, so I'm just going to pull one off the top. And put that there. Oh, okay. All right, we got Teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so this person might be the one who's going to recognize you. Someone who, yeah, someone who's going to pull the top off the box. That's what Charlie just showed me. Someone's going to pull the top off the box and you pop out. They're going to expose you for doing kindness in your community. Yeah, they're going to give you recognition. And it is a friend who is of the same sex. We have Grasshopper. It says a situation in the balance that requires careful handling. And then we have Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. A situation in the balance that requires careful handling. The Sun is here though. To give you a fresh look of it. Situations in the balance that require, it's a plural. It says situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. But I feel like you're going to come up with an idea that's going to take you on a new adventure and give you a different look at this situation. All right. Let's clarify just a little bit here. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex who is going to give you recognition. It might be for your transformation or the way that you transformed your community or the way you've transformed since you joined a community. Take a look here. Scorpio. So it was after heartbreak, possibly. People are watching you as you are on the mend. And we have the Seven of Wands. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you have gained wisdom in a situation that was really hard in the past. It may have had to do with a great disappointment and or a lot of heartache. I feel like it was a situation that you stood your ground on when it came to your abundance. So it may have been arguments and fighting and money. You were standing your ground. Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very balanced, good with their money, someone who is kind of like the Empress, right? Someone who does everything for everybody. This could be you. It could be your person. But I feel as though that there is a heartbreak or a great disappointment that comes. It may have come in the community, but the community may have been the one that healed the heart too, for some of you. So we have a deep friendship with someone of the same sex. It's going to give you recognition about how you have prospered financially or in your abundance by standing your ground, even though your heart was broken and you were disappointed about how the situation turned out. So I feel like you've gained wisdom through all of this. It sounds like a pretty hard situation that you have come through. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So if by chance it is that there was a breakup or you left someone, or we're talking about a marriage that has ended, whatever it is, it feels like it was committed and then now it's no longer, you're no longer committed there. There could be some loose ends that you're tying up, and that could be the situations in the balance that require careful handling. I feel like you're going to be great at it. You're going to be fine with it. It's just that it's taking some time for it to get done, right? Tell me about the grasshopper. What are the situations? For some of you, it is trying to find your happiness again after this has happened. I feel like the same-sex friend is the one that is going to help you out of it, though. I think that you have at least one bestie, and this person is the one that is going to help pull you out of whatever it is that you're in. It is time for you to heal. It's time for you, for divine timing, for you to heal. It is divine that you had to come through this situation in order to be able to get to the next situation. I feel like there was some information that you received about someone who was maybe being irresponsible with money or irresponsible with their passions, or both. Okay, we'll take it. Charlie said, don't put it back. We have the Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah, it was a decision you had to make. You still have to make a lot of decisions on on a situation that was in the past. I feel like it was a bunch of stuff that came up that, yeah, it's like either someone's fighting you on the divorce agreement, or, cutting hairs, splitting lines, you know what I mean? Like someone is trying to drag it out. That's what it feels like, Scorpio. Someone's trying to drag it out, trying to exhaust you. So the community, the thing is that the community, I feel that this situation either transformed the community that you were in at the time that it was happening, Scorpio, or you left. You transformed, you left, and you went to a new community because you were transformed. You saw that where you were living was kind of toxic, and it was time to get out of there. King of Cups, there you are. Four of Pentacles, holding on. Not saying a thing, not sharing anything. But you're planning to go. So you could be either planning to move, or you feel very distant from love. You're trying to hold on to it, but you feel very distant from a time when you were in love. I think you like to be in love. You are the King of Cups after all. Yeah. I feel like you feel everything very deeply, not only feelings of affection or love, but everything. I feel like you feel, could I say that anymore? You feel, I feel, you feel. So yeah, I think that you're holding on to a thought. You're holding on to a thought about love. I feel like you want to travel to see someone. That's why I think the Chariot is shown up here. It's about victory, right? It's about taking action. And I love this card of Cancer, because this is how I experience Cancers in my life. I know a few Cancers. This is how I experience them. That the Chariot, that this person will take action. They won't necessarily tell you how they feel. They won't give you their feelings or say how they're feeling, but they will definitely take action to show you how they feel. And I feel that this about the King. Okay. There's possibly someone that you've been watching. Someone who works in the public eye, could be a public speaker, be on stage, could be a musician, could be on, social media somewhere. But I feel like you've been watching this person. You've been watching them grow. You've been watching them get their manifestations and having victories in the things that they're doing. I feel like this is the person that you're moving forward to. The person could have a fire sign. They don't have to, but Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Just listening. You're in love with the Hierophant. I feel, Scorpio, that you have love for a Taurus. Or, for those of you who are not in love with the Taurus, this could be I feel like it's a Taurus sun. That's what I want to say, because of this burst of energy up here. I want to say it's a Taurus sun that you might be thinking about. Of course, it doesn't have to be, because this is the spiritual teacher, right? You could be in love with someone who has taught you things about this community, in this community, right? We did see transformation, butterflies, rainbows. I feel like this person is someone who may have taught you things about yourself. And the King of Cups is the one who's grown up, right? Emotionally available now, understands their emotions, is not working from emotions. They're in control of their emotions. So I feel like you have been taking some time to either learn about the higher self and your spirituality, that you're climbing this stairway of success here. And any time that I feel like your happiness that you feel right now is because of your spirituality. And it might have been because of the transformation that you had back here. I feel like you feel this person is your everything, your 10 of Pentacles. We got 6 and 4 is 10. You want the long-term relationship with them. all you want is reciprocity. You want to be able to share in their victories, share in the happiness that they have created already. I think you're bringing your own victories. The Six of Wands is also someone who may have a little bit of ego. I'm just saying it is Leo. And this person, it might be that you see their ego face if you're watching them from the bottom of the stage. If you're the person who is in the crowd watching this person, remember they're acting. Right? They're acting the way that they should act because they're on stage. They may not be like that all the time. This person has brought themselves to their own victory. This person's come across a lot of stuff in their past that's really tough. This person is forged through fire. They know what they want, and they're not going to concede anything for you. Yeah. So I feel like you each are in a spirit of victory. It feels like your energies are connected, but that they're at the same level. That's what I want to say. So we have transformation. Okay. Scorpio, you could be transforming your finances right now. You could be making new business proposals or deciding to invest somewhere. You decided to invest in yourself, I believe, and that's why you went through this transformation. And it was after the transformation that you realized that you could have anything you wanted as long as you worked at it hard enough. As long as you got up and put your effort into it, that you could manifest and get anything that you want. So you started manifesting love. All right, you are a complex energy. You are. It's a very complex energy. Wow. And I love it. Okay. Okay, we'll take 3 then. You could be the masculine. If you're not the masculine, this could be your masculine. If you are the masculine, this could be your masculine. I'm just saying. So yeah, I feel like there is, I feel like you have a cup of love, Ace of Hearts on the bottom right-hand corner. If you are the masculine, I feel like you're the one that's going to be moving forward. And you're moving forward to this person who I believe has probably got some fire somewhere in their chart. It doesn't have to be in the sun, but I do feel like this person could have Taurus sun and then fire somewhere in the chart. Yeah, if we're looking at it in terms of a person. So what has come to an end? Well, I feel like what has come to an end is your... the way that you've been shut down lately, the way that you've not been saying anything or keeping it all to yourself. I feel it's the end of that because we are looking at the sepulture, right? We're looking at death. And I feel as though something comes to an end that makes you single. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. But understand, I feel you worked on it. I feel you worked on it. You got out of a thing and then you started building yourself back up again. No more small talk. Scorpio, you're done with the small talk crap. Now you're just going to say what you mean and mean what you say. And it's not like you don't always do that, but I mean, there is somebody here who's been holding back. You left, did you? And you leveled up. Possible level up with the 4, right? That is the number of the Emperor. So you could be Scorpio, the Emperor, the person who is carrying it all, the one that makes all the hard decisions, the good decisions, the person who is... probably has a lot of people that are working with you or that are provided sustenance money for things that you employ them for. Got the King of Cups here. I think you bought a home or you're building a home. I think it's for this person. It could be someone who is a fire sign or an earth sign, but I think it's for this person, the one that you're bringing the victory to, the one that you already know is having victory. This person gone through a lot of things, right? It feels like admiration. Yeah, you're done with the small talk, and you know that this person is your 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're gonna do whatever you have to do, take a risk, whatever it is, to communicate with this person. All right, so it was the end of the family home is what it was. I feel like the 4 of Wands represents family and home and coming together, children. I feel that the coffin is telling me that it was the end of that. And so, yeah, I feel like you bought a home. You ended up moving away and buying a home. You had manifested that. You weren't happy in your past situation and you manifested it and moved forward. The universe found a way to organize everything for you and give you all the tools that you needed to carry out the contract that you have in the heavens, which is where the magician is pointing. As done on earth, done on heaven, right? So as above, so below. And this contract that you signed in the heavens, I believe, is the universe is kind of tapping you along and telling you that it's time to start making some decisions. You're going to need to pick a cup. You're going to need to figure out where your happiness is and go there. Go with it. We've got some things that you don't see coming up in the moon card. Scorpio, I'm going to go to the extended if you're interested in coming there with me. And we're going to take a look at the future here. Oh, I kind of am interested in these two people here. I'm interested in Cancer and the fire sign here. We will look at the Hierophant and find out what's going here as well. Is this a spiritual teacher or is this actually a person? There is a marriage that's ended here, and I believe it's with the King of Cups. And I believe that's you, Scorpio. You've gained some wisdom coming through this. We're going to look into the future as well. We're going to get some other oracles and throw them on top. If you're interested in doing that with me, or if you're a cross watcher and you're interested, you can look down below. There is a link in the description. I will go there and pull this apart. I love you guys. I'm out for now. Thanks, Scorpio. Bye-bye.